to see restriction as an opportunity. See restriction as an opportunity. Look at this, John chapter 4, beginning in verse 13. It says, Jesus replied, anyone who drinks this water will soon become thirsty again. But those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life. Now I want you to think about this. Jesus is talking to this woman in an area where drought was a reality. They knew about the need for water, and he uses the need for water as they're standing at this well to point this woman to the spiritual aspects that he can provide for us in our lives, that he is the living water. He takes restriction and he shows how God can use it as an opportunity. Friends, in our lives, that is absolutely key if you're going to reach out to broken people. See every restriction as an opportunity. Because it's really easy to come to a conference like this, listen to great teaching, get inspired by great people, and walk out, and all you see are your restrictions. You're not seeing your opportunities. You're seeing like, man, we don't have money for those lights. Those are some cool lights. If we had those lights, then we could do ministry. You know, our audio gear stinks. You know, it sounds like a crappy jam box that's been dropped on the ground. If we just had those speakers, man, if we had that audio system, then even our pastor would sound good. Wow. You know, if we just had those cameras, heck, we could make our pastor look good. We could just reframe him right there, you know, in the screen. We could get it done. And it's easy to look around and think, man, if we just had this gear, if we just had this thing, and what are you seeing if that's what you're doing? You're seeing all the restrictions. You're not seeing the opportunities. And my challenge to you is the rest of your time here with your team and with your people that you came with or on your own, circle up and think and meditate on the opportunities that you have, not the restrictions. Think about how you can leverage what God has given you. Think about how you can take the gear that you do have. Think about how you can take the skills that you do have and leverage them to help hurting and broken people. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. And you do have a lot. As my friend Peter McGowan, who's here and was speaking just a little while ago with Plain Joe Studios out in California, he always says, you know, it's not about having the best gear in the world. It's about what you can do with the gear that you have. Not about having the best. I mean, having the best gear is great, right? We all agree on that, right? Having the best gear be awesome. But you can have the best gear and be lame if you don't know what you're doing. And you can have pretty sorry gear and be pretty amazing if you know what you're doing. So maybe you don't have good gear, and maybe you don't have a budget, and maybe as much as you wish as your senior pastor or your leadership person over your team, maybe as much as you wish as they would see the need for this and give you the budget for whatever it is. Here's what you can do. Even if you can't afford this particular thing or that particular thing, you can hone your skills in this season to take what you are working with and get absolutely great at it.